Yo, this shit OP.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cal, bringing you another video on the channel today. How you guys been? It's a nice Sunday after doing homework, you know, just vibing out, relaxing. You know how it is. Hopefully you guys have been taking care of yourselves and just being who you are, not letting people get to you. The topic of today's video is the hypnosis of the mind, right? And how it takes us out of the moment that we only have another reality, and it's almost as like it takes us into a state of imagination and almost out of the state of reality. That's the topic of today's video. Let's get right into it. If you guys have any questions, make sure to raise your hand. Alright, so the hypnosis of the mind. I'm gonna try and keep this short, a little simple. You know, I'm not gonna make it too complicated for you guys, especially if you don't understand spiritual terminology. It's something we are. It's overall just about self-discovery. You guys ever been in a state where you feel like you're daydreaming, or your imagination attaches to your mind so heavy that you're only thinking about that and you're not paying attention or concentrating to what's going on in front of you? Has that ever happened? If the answer is no, then you might be the most spiritually enlightened person I have ever known, because that is one, incredible, and two, oh my gosh. Society, culture, people have overall conditioned the collective consciousness and overall society and people, individuals, think out of the moment and heavily about future and the past, and overall this imagination dreamland that people think is real, but it's ultimately illusion. You're ultimately telling yourself a story through your own conscious mind, right? And you believe in that story, and it ultimately takes you out of the now. This happens to me all the time. I'm not saying I'm like some, you know, beautiful angel. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you guys some information. If it resonates with you, then that's good. But my perspective on this issue, and I want you guys to be aware of it. It takes you out of the moment. It takes your concentration away from the now. The now is the only time that we have to make change, the only time we can make change. And when you're thinking out of the moment, right, when you're in that hypnotic state, thinking and thoughts attaching to each other, it could be a negative situation, it could be a positive situation. Ultimately, it is just energy, just there. Right? It's happening in the now. You're just not aware of it, right? So when you're thinking maybe I'm thinking about like a hot girl, right? You know how it is. I'm just like, man, you know, I could have gotten her number. Oh man, I wish I went for it. That's not doing anything for me. It's not serving my purpose. You know, what I could be doing is I could just be in the moment. I don't have to think about that. I don't have to dwell on that, because it ultimately doesn't affect you unless you let it affect you. These hypnotic states can ultimately take us out of the moment into a state that's an illusion. And an illusion has to end sometime. Sometime you gotta return back to reality and face what's in front of you, what is. It's very interesting to me how little we actually know about ourselves. Have you ever like felt anxiety? Have you ever felt like negative emotions subconsciously, and you're just like, why the hell do I feel this emotion? Why do I feel that? And it's crazy to me because there's an answer for everything, you know, and people ultimately assume, oh, I'm just depressed. I'm just anxiety. Do you know why you're depressed? Why you're anxiety? They'll blame it on an event or something that's happening in their life. Could be, I'm not saying this for everyone, a bundle of thoughts that have occurred over a certain amount of time, a certain amount of things that have taken them out of the moment, and ultimately they've attached so heavy to it, right? There's no separation, that it defines them and who they are as a person. We are human beings, right? We are beings. The being is spiritual. That's the energy that goes throughout our body. And the human, the glob of meat, the experience we're having. We're beings in a human body having that experience. And ultimately, when we're in these hypnotic states, it takes us out of the moment. It takes our being away from who we are, and we think we're just this 3D human body. Bro, we're so much more than that. And it's crazy to me how little people actually know about themselves, and how being in the moment is just the most essential and important thing. I've been working on this crazy. I've been reading a book, The Awakening to Life's Purpose by Eckhart Tolle. I read his first book, very good. Reading his second book right now. He pretty much just says, if you need more time, then you'll have more time, right? I don't know if you understand that. I'll say it one more time. If you need more time, then you'll get more time. Essentially, that's just saying the now is the only time you have, right? And so this difference between psychological time and clock time make a big difference in someone, because if you're constantly thinking about the future within this hypnotic state, this imaginary state that's not real, it's ultimately gonna make your now worse because you're thinking about something that's not relevant. Why would you believe in an illusion? Why would you believe in something that's not real? That doesn't affect you personally. I'm not attacking you, I'm just asking you these questions. It's just something to think about, because every time I go into like a hypnotic state where I'm just like, I have one thought, right? And then that thought turns into a bigger thought, and then a bigger thought, and then a bigger thought. It's right out of the moment. And then I bring myself back into the moment. I'm just like, whoa, bro, that's crazy, because I regain that awareness and understanding that those thoughts are not who I am, right? Those are just thoughts building off each other, dictating my reality, and it's just crazy to me. It's a whole process, and I'm still learning. The time is now. The time is now, and you guys have heard that quote. Get out of the hypnotic state, understand who you are, and develop a better in-the-moment sense. Don't let your ego get to you. I am breaking free of my ego. Every single day. It still battles its way back in. I've just Jordan things out this Friday, number 2, so expect that. I've been talking to Jordan, man, and he's just like, we were saying, like how we just feel like we have that it factor, this psychological term, this energy that we just runs through us. And honestly, man, I just feel like we really do on this channel. Like I know that this channel will reach a lot of people, and that's kind of the whole goal of this channel, to help influence and impact people, whether it's through the entertainment, whether it's a temporary distraction that helps them smile and get through their day, or these self-growth videos that tells them the truth, makes them think, helps them be more aware of themselves, and overall develop a better understanding of themselves. It's not about the numbers, it's not about that. It's ultimately helping you guys become better versions of yourself, and that's what I really care about. And listen, these numbers that I get, 6, 7 views, I don't let that define me. You think a view number defines your entire being, your entire existence? Nah, man, you're so much more than that. And I'm not gonna attach onto that and ultimately dictate my reality, because fuck that, right? Who wants that? I love you guys. Stay positive, stay healthy, and yeah, see you Friday. And peace the fuck out.